So at some point in time, you're gonna meet a girl that like completely just like knocks your socks off. Like you feel like it's like love at first sight. It's that one girl that you start talking to and it just seems so easy and so effortless, like it was like meant to be. And let me ask you this question, guys, before I go into the video. How often do you meet a new best friend? Not often. The same thing applies with girls. How often are you going to meet a girl that checks off all of your boxes? Not often. Since my last relationship, I've been single by choice for about a year and a half. There's only one girl in this entire year and a half that has came into my life that has checked off all of those boxes for me. Only one. So, what I'm going to talk about in this video, if you pay attention to the lesson I'm going to be giving you, I promise you, because I understand women better than 99% of men, you will not push this girl away. The worst thing that you can do is find a girl that you really like, dude, and your behavior pushes her away just because you didn't know that what you were doing is what you should not be doing. I can look at my behavior with my ex-girlfriend, and that would push any girl away. And I was head over heels in love with that girl. So before I go into this video and talk about this, man, I do want to say that if you guys like what you see inside of this video, if you're serious about communicating better with women and having better relationships with them, I can help you do that in 60 days or less. I have a program that you can join. Link in the description. Check out that video. Book a time to speak with me, and let's talk to see if it even makes sense for you to join. Now, you need to understand this about women. Women fall in love much, much, much slower than men. In fact, men can fall in love with a girl after like 2 or 3 dates with her, but women, it could take potentially months for them to do that. And that just comes down to just how men and women are just biologically wired. Men, I don't know, like I don't know like the actual like evolutionary reason for it. I just know that men, I'm talking from experience and experiences of talking, listening, and learning from other men. Dude, if we find a girl, like as soon as we have sex with that girl, we're like that's it. She's the one. This is the most incredible thing that's ever come into my life. But with women, they take a lot longer because they need their emotions to get engaged. So that does mean, though, that when a woman's emotions for you are engaged and she loves you, she's going to want to hang on to that for a long time, as long as you're consistently acting like a man. And so what this video is about then is when you find this girl, you want to stay like one step behind her. We want that woman to think that she likes you more than you like her. I have had girls in the past tell me that they think that men should like the women more. And ironically, they broke up with their boyfriends. And I asked them, did you think the guy liked you more? And they were like, yeah. And I said, isn't that ironic? You just told me that you think that guys should like girls more, but yet your boyfriend liked you more and you broke up with him. So in order to stay one step behind a girl, so let me give you some examples on how you can do this, and that'll really help you understand where I'm going with this. If you get a girl's phone number and then you immediately text her, like you get her phone number and then 5 minutes go by and you immediately text her, that can be a sign that you like her more. But if you wait like a couple hours and then text her, okay, that's not a big deal. You don't need to wait like a day, but like a couple hours, like that's fine. Hey, I'm just getting around to texting you. Here's my number. Or here's very common for a lot of men to do, and it's again, most guys, including myself in the past, before I started studying heavily on understanding women, most guys don't know this. So I can relate to you because in the past I didn't. Guys will go on a date with a girl, and then before that date ends, they will try to plan a second date with that girl. What you should be doing is ending that first date and then waiting a couple days to text that girl again and then try to set up a date. So ideally, in order to stay one step behind a woman, you want to, like, let's say you have your first date. Okay, if that's your first date, you want to wait a couple days, so 3 or 4 days before you text that girl again, and then plan another date. It's one date a week until the girl starts texting you first. Once she starts texting you first, that means her emotions for you are engaged and they are continuing to build. That is what we want to happen, because if she's reaching out to you first, and women are designed by God to do the chasing, once her emotions are engaged for you, she will start chasing you. Women love to do that. They might say that they want it to be the opposite. And at first, you need to be pursuing her. But as soon as she starts texting you first, bro, back up, back off, and then basically just let her keep coming to you. And so if you're like, to go back to the dating, if you're doing one date a week for, let's say, like 3 weeks, and after 3 weeks, now she's starting to text you, let's say 3 weeks go by, you guys go on a date, and then a day goes by, and then she texts you, set up a date right then and there. It's okay to see that girl as often as you want, as long as she's the one that's texting you first. So when she texts you, set up a date. Okay? Then you can have 2 dates, 3 dates in 1 week if you want. It doesn't matter. Until then, you want to literally see her only once a week, because we want to show this girl that we are not that invested in this. So I just gave you like the date rules and like the texting rules. Only text a girl every 3 or 4 days to set up a date for later that week. Ideally, it's once a week. Text her once a week to set up a date once a week. Now, if this is like new to you, you might be like, well, am I kind of like playing games here? And, unfortunately, yeah, that's kind of what you're doing. And when you understand women like I do, you have to do this, because women have so many different options with men. And not only are you trying to stay a step below the woman, but she's got likely other dudes that she's talking to as well. So if you only text her once a week to set up a date once a week, but these other guys are texting her every single day, well, guess what? You're a scarce resource, and we want what's not easily available. So you are going to beat out these other guys every single time, because you are acting more masculine. You have other things to worry about than this girl. Feminine women want masculine men, and masculine men go out and slay the dragon and just build their lives, and their women are the lowest priority in their life. So if these other, let's say there's 4 guys, you are one of the 4. You text her once a week, but these other 3 guys are texting her every single day. She's going to hear from those guys every single day, but not you. She's going to start wondering where you are at, as long as she likes you. And, obviously, if you guys are dating and hooking up, she likes you enough. But women always have different choices. Women are smart about this. They know that they need to date multiple guys, because they need to see which guy is going to be the best for her. Well, most men don't do this. And I teach men that you should date multiple different girls. That way, if you've got 3 different girls and 2 of them are showing red flags, you can drop those 2. And the one girl that's not showing red flags, you keep chasing her, or you keep pursuing her. Not chasing. Don't ever chase a girl. Or another way that you can show a girl that you don't like her as much is, that's just like kind of like a golden rule. But if you text a girl, it is never acceptable to double text a girl. I don't care what your reason is. It is never acceptable to double text a girl. I don't care if it's a girl you just met, you're dating, or you're married to. You text that girl one time, and then you need to wait for her to get back to you. If she likes you, she will. It could take an hour. It could take a couple hours. It could take a day. It could take a couple days. Now, if it takes a couple days, then she obviously doesn't like you enough. But the rules still apply. If you text her, you need to wait for her to text you back. Because if you start double texting her, you're showing insecure behavior, that you need her, that you want to talk to her really bad. You're showing her that you like her more. Girls, feminine women, they will do the double texting and the double calling, and then they will do that stuff. But men are not supposed to. So those are kind of basically, like, what did I give you? Like several examples in this video on how you want to take like one step below a woman. I mean, the principle is that it's you want to take it slower than a woman. Now, again, remember guys, once the girl starts reaching out to you first, and I'm trying to repeat myself on this so you guys can really understand that. Once she starts texting you first, it's okay. Every time she texts you, assume she wants to see you. Ask her to hang out. Ask her, hey, when are you free? Hey, if you guys, let's say you guys set up a date, but she texts you, you set up a date for like 4 days later, but then she texts you the next day. Well, I just tell her, hey, I know we have a date in a couple days, but why don't you come over tonight? Okay, and that's twice. You can see her twice in that 1 week because she's reaching out to you first. And if she's reaching out to you first, she wants to talk to you. She likely wants to see you. But when it gets to a point where the girl starts texting you first, she's chasing you now. If the communication between you two goes like 50-50, or like ideally we want her to text you first 100% of the time. That's important to understand because once the girl starts texting you first, you're going to be able to get away with not texting her first like anymore. Now, if a full week goes by, 7 days, and you don't hear from that girl, then you can text her first. That is the only exception. If a couple days go by and you haven't heard from her, well, you haven't given her enough time and space away from you to think about you and to miss you. But if a full week goes by, then restart the process. Text her once a week and set up 1 date a week. So this video kind of gave you like a bunch of rules to follow to understand the principle that women fall in love slower than men. And when you meet that girl, I guarantee you, if watch this a couple times, guys, if you just listen to what I'm saying in here, you will not push that woman away and you will beat out any other competition that you have, because I guarantee you most men that are trying to talk to this girl are not going to be behaving in like a masculine way. I am teaching you guys how to act like a man that a woman wants. I did everything in this video I did the opposite of, and I pushed some of these girls in my life away. I am telling you from experience, bro, please do not repeat the mistakes that I made in the past. I had to learn the hard way how to not do this. This is why I coach men on understanding women so they can have better relationships with the girls that they want. Okay, if you like this video, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, remember, man, if you're serious about communicating better with women, you want to have better relationships with them, check out my program, the link in the description. That video, guys, on the next page, it's going to tell you what you're getting and then how it's going to help you. And if you think it can, book time to speak with me. And let's talk on the phone and see if I can help you. Because depending on your goals, maybe I can, maybe I can't. You might be better off going somewhere else, but we won't know unless we talk. So with that being said, gentlemen, if you like this video, man, check out this one right here. You guys are going to love that one as well. And guys, hey, I'll see you in the next one.